everyone, and welcome back to Quelmar. Whether you are a returning visitor or a first-time guest, we are super pumped to have you joining us for The Warren. My name is Rose, if you didn't know me already, and I will be your game master this evening. So why don't we go ahead around and introduce ourselves. As I said, I'm Rose. I use she, her pronouns, and I am located outside of Baltimore, Maryland.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing the character Blinky, and I am situated in Waynesboro, Virginia.
Hi, I'm Nell. I'm playing Spot, and I'm located just outside of Baltimore, Maryland. And my pronouns are she, her.
I'm James. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing the gray fur known as Daisy. He has been around a long time. A lot of wise advice Daisy has.
I'm Connor, he, him pronouns, and tonight I'm in the St. Cloud area as well, and tonight I'll be playing the rabbit known as Checkers.
So tonight we're going to be playing a game called The Warren, which is a role-playing game about rabbits and their life living in the Warren, or their burrow, their group of rabbit buddies and family friends. So this is a game by Marshall Miller through Bully Pulpit Games, and you can find more info about that on bullypulpitgames.com and also about other games like it. So yeah, definitely check that out. This is a really fun game. It uses Powered by the Apocalypse rules, so we'll be exploring that tonight. And then, of course, the world in which we will be playing tonight is Quelmar, which is a fantasy world that is built on the pillars of community and collaboration. Basically, any world builder player is welcome. For more information about Quelmar, you can go to the website, YouTube channel, or wiki, which are linked below. And it's home to D&D games, but also other types of games such as Shadowrun, Blades in the Dark, Call of Cthulhu, and tonight, The Warren. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Welcome, everyone, to the world of Tall Tree Wood. As summer turns to fall, leaves turn orange and topple from the trees. Animals adventure away from their homes to collect food for the winter, and many find themselves wondering what is going to come next. So we'll start our game in our bunny burrow. So players, what do we think? Do we have a name idea for what we would like the bunny burrow to be called?
What was the name of our forest?
Tall Tree Wood.
Tall Tree Wood. The trees are tall, I take it?
Yes. Most of the landmarks are named after things that are defining about them. So there's Deepwater Creek, there's Big Rock Burrow, which is a nearby other bunny burrow, things like that. So maybe actually let's start with what's a major landmark that marks our burrow?
Aside from the tall.
Aside from the tall trees, or maybe a particularly tall tree?
Don't everyone go at once.
I would like to discuss what the rabbits would call an extremely tall tree in a forest of tall trees. I don't know if it's a tall tree. I don't know what they would call a very tall tree, but tall tree.
I think tall tree burrow sounds like an amazingly safe place to be. So welcome everyone to
Are we under the tree? Like we're in the root system of this tall tree?
It sounds like it. Sounds like that's amazing, and that should be the reality. So you guys have set up this amazingly complex burrow under and throughout the roots of this massive tree that's roots spread all throughout the forest.
Long roots.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. So wait, is it long?
Everything is
tall tree, long roots.
Is it all of that? Tall,
I'm an
tall,
expert in naming things.
tall, long burrow.
Tall, long burrow. Just big burrow.
DTLL.
Big burrow. Let's go with big burrow.
Big
All right.
Burrow. Love that.
Not to be confused with Big Rock Burrow, which is surrounded by boulders and guarded by large rocks. You guys are guarded. Your safety is created by this massive tree that is bigger than all of the other ones.
Tall.
The tall.
All right, wonderful. So what do you see? Like, what is like the view when you look out, when you like poke your head out from within the burrow?
Berries.
I look at some bushes,
Mhm.
maybe picturing like a mossy kind of hill that goes down toward the creek. Maybe it's the deep creek, maybe a different one.
Yeah, wonderful. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
The
So
deep creek.
you've got the deep creek. Not
Extra
the
deep there.
deep creek. So that's wonderful. So when you peek out from the burrow, you can see kind of like a clearing with some bushes and berries. You can see that it goes down a hill a little bit, and there's this just like the peaceful water. I'd say it's not like the main section of the Deepwater Creek, but if you go like a little further down, there's like the main section where most of the animals will go to drink and stuff like that. Okay, so what is this, a large bunny bird? Like, are there a lot of you guys? What's the size
Big
of
bird.
this? A big.
It's called
Oh,
Big
Big
Burrow, so
Burrow
it's gotta
for
be pretty
enough.
big. Yes, they have.
Well, the question is it big, or are we trying to make it sound bigger than it is?
That's a good question.
Predators won't
I
come near if they think it's a
A
big
young, a young upstart burrow. We're
Dreams
strapped.
of making it big.
Yeah, so let's go with somewhere in between large and small. Like, you're not, like, there's definitely like some population, but not quite, you're not
It's not a
it's not
bunny
as much.
metropolis.
Exactly.
Not yet, it's not.
But it will be, hopefully. Awesome. Okay, so what would make the Warren better? Like, what do each of your characters think would make this burrow even better than it already is?
Spot wants more tunnels. He loves, we've got some tunnels in the roots, the long roots, but one can never have too many tunnels. They can dead end, they can circle around, they can go nowhere. It's just lots of fun to have lots of tunnels to play in and get lost in and trick people into going into and then cause a little cave in behind them. More tunnels.
Yeah.
Tunnels. What's also good is knowing which tunnel to use. Checkers is all about having a strategy, having a plan. So he wants more organization, more escape plans, contingency plans if we're attacked, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you're looking for some signage?
Signage works. Whatever gets people to, whatever gets some rabbits to remember what to do.
Yeah.
Be
System.
prepared.
Yeah,
Yes.
a little more order.
Yeah. Couldn't
I
hurt.
think you want some wide open spaces. If the tunnel system could find itself near a meadow, I want to frolic in some flowers. That would be real nice. Maybe take a little nap in some dandelions or something like that. A little clover patch. That'd be real nice.
I love that.
See, that
Yeah,
sounds
not that I don't
terrible
love,
to Daisy. Daisy knows that out there in the opens, there are beasts who will feast on you if they find you in an open meadow. So Daisy would prefer some sort of relaxing and safe underground enclosure, an internal meadow.
Yeah. That sounds like a really interesting science experiment right there. An internal meadow. That's great. What is the hardest thing to obtain for the rabbits in this warren?
So we've got berries.
Food.
Bunnies eat berries? Is that a thing bunnies do, or are they like all grass-based? I should have done some more rabbit research before tonight.
I mean, they can eat these berries. For listeners watching at home, this game takes place in Eisenhound, which in Quelmar is a world filled with all sorts of magic and stuff like that. So you can eat these berries.
That's nice. That's nice.
If we do anything that rabbits don't normally do, it's because we're magic rabbits.
No, you're not magic, but the world around you is.
So we've got
Very
nice berries. We got some good water.
Yeah, but like I want some cabbages. You know what I'm saying? Like some good greens. You know,
Green
rabbits
cabbage.
don't live on berries alone.
Yeah, and the village is far away and very in the early stages. Like they're still like figuring out. They have barely started plowing the land, so there's not like a lot of agriculture in the area yet. It's very woodsy. So, yeah.
Maybe a varied diet is like finding things beyond the basics. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially, when the berries go away in the fall. They're
True.
Yeah.
Storing up for the winter.
It is
Yeah.
fall right now, so you guys are
Those
starting to
berries
have
are
to,
almost gone.
think about food a little bit
Hey.
more. Awesome. I'm going to go through and ask each of you guys a relationship question, and that will pick one other character to relate that question to. So, James.
I'm sorry, can everyone give their character name one more time?
I'm Daisy.
Blinky.
Checkers.
Checkers. Spot.
Okay, wonderful. So, Daisy, your question is, who do you trust?
Daisy probably in this group would trust... Let's go with Checkers. Checkers seems like he's got a level head. Blinky and Spot, they've got big dreams that could get us all killed.
Amazing. All right, let's jump over to Checkers then. Who do you wish was your mate?
Rabbits are all gay, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was. I think I'll go with Blinky because I think there is a part of Checkers that is like wants that ideal, like kind of
Yeah. I
dream
think that's
vision,
awesome.
even though doesn't think it's realistic.
Great. Okay, so then let's jump over to Blinky then. Blinky, whose shadow have you been living in?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Daisy. I think Daisy's been around for a long time, and he's had this vision of the way that the big burrow should be. But I want to get my voice out there. I want to be heard a little bit more. I think I deserve a little bit more respect around here,
Yeah. That tracks. All right, and last but certainly not least, Spot, who has turned out to be your rival?
Well, I think Spot is he's a little asshole, and he really like causing some chaos. And it seems like Checkers does not like his chaos and is always trying to put a stop to it, which really just gets my blood. So I'm gonna say Checkers is my rival.
Amazing.
I'll not be able to stop my chaos forever.
All right, awesome. So
I could try.
tonight we adjourn a meeting with the four of you and Wintergreen, who is the head rabbit of the burrow. And she has gathered you folks together because as fall is approaching, she is, she's reaching out to people with different points of view about the burrow. And she kind of pulls you all together in just like this quarters. Each of you give me one thing that would be for the living quarters of the head bunny in the warren. Each of you give me one thing that you would find there.
A carrot.
Nice big patch of straw.
Yeah.
A small collection of rusty pennies.
Ooh.
A nice little built into the burrow room, I guess.
A nice what?
A nice hole built into the wall that's like perfect for resting.
Oh, that's awesome. So she's got this like lovely setup, and she is settled down on this pile of hay, and she's invited you all to come here. And she says, "Thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to have you all here this evening. We're thinking about, well, I mean, as you know, and you would know this, there is definitely some food storage depletion as we're entering fall, through like coming out of summer. The berries are not as ripening as quickly anymore, so we're entering a time when like we have to figure out how to get food." So she explains that in some detail, but mostly she just kind of looks at, she has these big, wintergreen is all white, she's an all white rabbit, she's got these big eyes, and she just kind of, her ears twitch a little bit, and she just goes, "So I'm asking for help. I'm looking for suggestions. I'm not quite sure. This is my first, I mean, I just became the leader, so I'm new to all of this, and I want to be the type of leader that asks for help. And I'm wondering if you all have any suggestions for how we could further implement the plans of getting more food to everybody, making sure that everybody's fed as we enter the winter."
Well, I think there's a lot to be said for not just supplying our own food, but perhaps borrowing from some of the stocks of other people's food, such as Big Rock Burrow or the nearby human village. I think there's a lot of food to be found that we wouldn't have to gather for ourselves.
Any other
I'd
suggestions?
like to risk it. We could go into the human town. I think we should stay away though. It's too risky without a plan. People without more rabbits that really know what they're doing. Maybe let's talk. We should talk to rabbits, the older rabbits, and see what they've done in previous years if they've found plants that work.
Yeah. Well,
I can
think...
tell you as an older rabbit that in the previous years, what we had done was split our rations. We all went a little bit hungrier. The nights were a little bit colder, but we did not risk ourselves going out to human villages. Don't you know what they can do?
Provide us with lots of food?
You will be the food!
Trap us.
Listen there.
Keep us as attractions.
We've had to deal with these hard winters, and we've gotten hungry, and quite frankly, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being hungry every winter, and I think that maybe we ought to try some new things. There's a great wide world out there of more than just berries, and I'm sure there are lots of other delicious things out there just waiting for some like carrots, right? For some adventurous and insightful bunnies to take the lead.
That's us. Adventurous.
Blinky, I think you're right, but we have to be smart about it. We can do better, but we have to be smart.
As you guys are having this discussion, you start to feel like a little rumbling coming from above you. Is it just me feeling that?
It's the humans! It's the humans! You brought them here, Checkers! This is all your fault!
Nothing of the sort. Hey,
Don't blame
I don't know
Checkers.
where I went.
How about everybody go ahead and roll to resist panic?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Steady.
So how does this work again?
So you roll 2d6, and then you add your steady.
Oh no.
Got 4.
7.
rolled
That's not 7. 7.
7.
7 minus 1 is 6.
Oh boy. So
Plus.
basically, so on a 10 plus, which none of you got, you're
I got a
unshaken.
13.
Oh, you did. Okay, so
I
you
did.
are
The steady
unshaken.
bunny.
on a 7 to 9. You manage to keep it together, but take +1 to your panic. On a miss, you take +1 panic as you cower, hesitate, or flee. Yeah.
I'm gonna hop in the straw and just cower there,
Oh.
hide myself.
I'm making a run for it. I'm heading to a different part of the burrow.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me a new area of the burrow. Where are you running to?
I'm heading to there's a spot that's between the roots that have come down. It's a nice little part that I can sort of wiggle into.
Yeah.
And feel sort of tight and cozy.
Yeah, so you do that. The room is still shaking. It's like the ceiling there's something up there.
Okay. I'm gonna go check it out. I'll be back. I'll report back.
What are you doing? Why is everybody going places? We have to stay here. If we run, they'll see us. Everybody freeze!
Wintergreen freezes.
Wintergreen is smart. Wintergreen gets a +1
I freeze for
forward.
like 5 seconds. I look around and then I take off going again.
Okay, amazing.
I think
So,
that also counts for
you-
spot, right?
Ding,
I think
Chica.
so. I've got the character move. What is it? So when others seek guidance and I give it, they gain +1 forward if they do as I advise. So does Spot get +1 forward for freezing?
If she was to do that and like make a roll based on that, I think that you know what? No, I think Spot gets +1 forward since he briefly followed your advice. I'll take that as a +1 forward. So how are you,
Thanks.
Spot?
Thanks, Daisy.
How are you checking on this Spot? You go, you scooch through the roots toward the entrance. You go past where Blinky is like huddled, shaking in a corner.
Bye. I'll be back. See you soon.
Wait! Don't go without me. I'm gonna take off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off with Spot.
Okay, so checkers. The two of you, how are you going about this? What's the approach?
Run and I'm gonna just stick my head up. I'm just popping up.
Okay, no. Okay, so you're not trying to be subtle about it.
No, I'm really not.
Okay, amazing. So, as you poke your head out, you can see a group of humans. There are 3 of them. They have big bags and like shining long objects dangling off of them. They're all wearing like, as they walk, you can hear like the clanking of metal as they're walking around, and one of them goes, "Oi, this is actually a really nice spot. Maybe we could hang out here for the night. I know it's getting really cold, but we could definitely, I mean, there's a bunch of wood around here." And the other one goes, "Yeah, I mean, it seems like it could potentially be safe. I don't want to get off task. I want to stay on course with the mission."
I'm gonna whisper to, I'm so sorry, are you Checkers or Blinky? Blinky, I'm looking for Blinky. Do you think they have food? Carrots? Should we go split?
It's too risky. Too risky. Let's wait.
Okay, okay. See you
And-
later.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are just sitting there with your heads poking out,
Yeah.
just waiting? Okay,
Just
so
waiting.
as you watch, they just kind of they take off their bags and sort of start setting them around. And then one of them pulls out starts grabbing rocks from around, like little rocks, and starts arranging them in a circle. And then the other one goes, "Oh, where are we going to get firewood? There's not anything around here." And the woman goes, "Oh, don't worry, I've got it." And she pulls out this massive, you don't know what it is, but it's like, it looks sharp on both sides. And she goes over to the tree and hacks one of the limbs off.
Sharp stick is attacking tall tree.
I gotta warn the others. Gotta warn the others. I go back down.
And Blinky, you dash through the corridors, whipping between areas, the thin spaces, the thick spaces, and you whirl around the corner, and you find Wintergreen is still freezing. She's following instructions. What has developed Checker and Daisy?
I have still been
Checker's
frozen.
Checker's just kind of shaking his head at that. He is trying to come up with a plan, I guess. He's nervously pacing around.
So you
Drawing
find
in the
two
dirt.
frozen bunnies and one that is pacing anxiously back and forth.
And when you come in the room, Blinky comes in the room, immediately gonna turn. What is it? Who is it?
It's humans. They're attacking the tree.
Not again.
What?
They have some kind of stick. It's long piece of tree, and they're attacking the tree. And there's two of them. And
They could use that to knock down the tree.
we need that tree.
We have to stop them.
We have to stop them. What are we going to do?
This happened once.
Maybe we need to
when I was
distract.
a little bunny. At the time, we were powerless. We lost so many in our attempts to stop them from cutting down the tree. We had to abandon everything and flee. But I won't do that again! We can't lose Big Burrow!
Big
You're right.
home. Humans are very easily distracted. The human that had me, paid attention to me for 10 seconds and then didn't care. So maybe we need to just distract them from knocking down the tree.
Okay.
Interesting.
We didn't
Okay,
have Checkers last time. Checkers, you've lived with the humans. What do they like? What distracts them?
Fluffy animals.
Oh no. No.
But I don't like that
no.
plan.
No. I don't like that either.
Maybe, I don't know, something exciting, something more interesting.
They said they were looking for. They were on some kind of mission. I don't know what they want, but they're here resting for the night because it's a safe place, and they're on some kind of mission.
Maybe we need to make them think it's not safe. Or
That. How
Good.
would we do
That's
that?
good. I like
It is safe. Until now.
What?
This is
What
not
are
good for
humans
my.
afraid of? What are humans are so scary? What are they even afraid of?
Nothing.
can I? I'm not sure if this applies to the skill. Alright, okay. What are
Is there a
they
move that
scared
you want to
of?
do?
I guess I can't pay attention to them if they're not. If I can't see them or hear them or anything.
You could go over, and you guys could. I'd say, how about you guys sort of start migrating? Wintergreen wants to see more now, so she's
Yeah.
gonna start migrating in the direction of
Hey, guys.
where. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Absolutely.
You guys kind of come toward the entrance. They're still there. They've cut off a couple of branches. They're starting to chop them into smaller pieces.
They've stopped attacking tall tree with sharp stick. They're now attacking pieces of tall tree, which seems much more okay.
Maybe they can just take the little pieces and leave the big tree. Does it look
But
like they want the big tree?
won't they take the big tree too if they want? All right, I'm gonna use an action to pay attention and ask, why are to try to understand why the humans are what the
Yeah.
humans are doing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus shrewd.
Yes. All right. 9 plus 2 is 11.
Amazing. So on a 10 plus, hold 2. And you can...
Right.
I'd
So I
say...
can,
What question are you hoping to? What are you... What are you trying to ask?
say, why are the humans attacking Tall Tree?
So I'll say you close your eyes and you sort of... Because you have a very keen sense of smell. That's one of your character traits, yeah?
That's right.
So you can smell... They've finished chopping the wood. And you can smell as they light a mat, like they scrape something against it and a little spark appears on the ground, and then the pieces of wood start burning. And they don't go to get any more wood from the tree, but even with your poor eyesight, you can see that it is very bright. Like, this now draws attention to this area. The fact that they're making this like burning fire in the middle, right above your burrow.
Okay. Okay. Good news, bad news, guys. I think they're not like the humans that want to cut down the trees. They just wanted a little piece to make this big light here. But bad news is there's a big light here. It's gonna make gonna attract attention.
Food?
Maybe.
Food?
Food?
So-
Maybe there's food.
You see as a third human comes from out of the brush carrying a couple more twigs and leaves and throws them onto the fire. And then the three of them sort of just start laughing and making loud noises and talking very boisterously to each other. And you can hear the forest around creaking to life. Maybe some people are starting, or some of your fellow animals are starting to wake up, even though...
Alright, I'd like to go ahead and pay attention now. This seems less good, less fun. Less
Yeah,
fun,
go
and
ahead.
it's more scary time.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you hoping to find out?
If any friend animals or foe animals are approaching.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and
And
give
that
me
was
a roll.
a 7.
All right, awesome. So you can hold 1. And would you like to ask that question now?
Yes, I sure would.
All right, awesome. So you can tell, you can see, so you all know of a friend who, not so much a friend, Jinx, the fox. And they have very distinct, their eyes in the dark look a very distinct way. And you can see in the brush, skirting around the edge of the clearing, the very distinct eyes of Jinx.
Jinx, time to go. Time to hide. Gotta run.
No.
Gotta go. Jinx is coming.
Should I be resisting panic? Is this panic, or is this we have the chance to flee before we panic?
I would say you have a chance to make one move. So what do you do? As you can see that Jinx is scooching around the edge, what do you do?
I would like to bolt.
Yeah. Out of the burrow? Into the brush?
That's where the humans are too. I guess into the burrow. I promised
Okay.
I wouldn't abandon this one. There's a moment where Daisy realizes he has to pick. I either do what I did last time, and I flee out to to another burrow, or I go in and I defend this burrow. And Daisy will close his eyes. He'll block out all of the squeals and the shrieks, memories of the humans digging up the earth and planting their foundations down where our last burrow was. And Daisy will decide. He will bolt inside. Defend.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a bolt roll. So roll plus Swift.
Swift, okay. Daisy's got a +1 on Swift. Got a 6 on one, but a 6! Oh, 6 on the other! That's 2 6s! Boom, boom!
Dang! All right. So on a 10 plus, you run like the wind. You manage to dart back inside of the burrow, and you get far away from the entrance. But the 3 of your compatriots are still poked up ahead as Jinx the Fox nears ever closer.
I'm running out.
Okay.
I'm leaving the burrow into the bush.
Yeah. Go ahead, and you're doing also a bolt? Go ahead and give me a bolt roll.
I'm bolting. Oh no, it was on the floor. Okay, that's a 12.
Dang, y'all so fast. Okay, so on a 10 plus, you run like the wind. You dive into a bush and you scooch around the edge until you are on the opposite side of the fire pit from the fox. What do the other 2 of you want to do?
You know, Spot's gonna be the little dumbass he is, and instead of bolting or sneaking, he's going to yell, squeak, whatever, at Jinx in an attempt to speak plainly and go, "What are you doing? Hey, get out of here before the humans turn you into stew!"
So you go over toward Jinx,
I sure do.
and Jinx is kind of just slinking in the shadows. Go ahead and you just go right up to him and say that?
I mean, I stay a little ways away. I'm not like in his face, but yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll plus shrewd. I'm sorry, not shrewd. Plus
Yes, plus shrewd.
yeah, plus shrewd.
Okay, that's okay. That is a 9. That can
All right. Awesome. So you're trying to convince the fox to go away.
before the humans eat them.
Yeah. So Jinx kind of smiles a little bit. The corners of his fox mouth turn up a bit. And he goes, "Little rabbit, you think you know? You think these humans could touch me? You just want me to go away, don't you?"
Well, yes, but also they have a sharp stick, and they can poke you with that sharp stick.
Fine. But I'm so hungry. I'll have to come back in a little while to get something to eat if I don't get something soon. Do you think you could help me get something to eat?
What do you want?
And he eyes where the humans are starting to pull out like
Yeah, stealing
meat and
I can
snacks
I'll steal for you. You want some
and
jerky?
stuff.
I'll steal you some jerky. Sounds good.
All right. I'll be over there in the shadows. Bring me something good or I'll have to make other arrangements.
Cool. You got it.
And he kind of slinks off into the shadows. What are you doing, Checkers, during all of that? You see that happen.
And I see Jinx kind of recede into the brush then.
Yeah.
I'll go. If Jinx is gone, I'll go over to Spot and just ask, should make her go away.
Yeah. Just gotta steal some human food now.
What?
Easy breezy.
You agreed? Food, where?
Yeah. Better human food than us. Plus, I already want to see if they had carrots, so really, it's a win-win for me. Yeah, no skin off my back.
So
You gotta send us yours.
Gonna get
Alright.
Blinky will help.
Blinky,
Turn me to
you
phone.
are on the opposite side from everyone else. So you can see through the flickering fire, you saw that exchange happen and the fox kind of just slink away. And now you can see the two of them talking, and then they both look over. But there is an entire human camp between the three of you.
No. Do I see... How close am I to the humans at this point?
You've got no... You're not... You did well on your bolt, so you are safe. And so, but you would have to navigate to get back to them swiftly.
Oh no. Okay.
Did you
Can I see what the humans are up to at this point? They're cooking food. Is that?
Yeah, they're cooking something that looks like meat. It's on. They're like poking the fire. One of them has a rock and is just like this like shink, shink, shink sound of the rock against the metal of their sharp, double-sided blade thing.
All right, I'm going to attempt to try and sneak around back to.
Yeah,
the burrow.
and I'll say, as the commotion is dying down, Daisy, you can hear. They've all sat down. The rumbling in the burrow has stopped now that they've sat. But you can their voices are loud and boisterous.
Is Wintergreen with me as well?
Wintergreen didn't leave. she stayed inside. But she is still with you, and she goes, I don't know if it's safe to go out there, but I feel like I have to. So she sort of starts like inching toward the exit. I don't want to leave them out there alone. And she pokes her head up just... Thank you. And she pokes her head up just in time to roll. Go ahead and roll that sneak.
Okay. Is 7.
Okay. All right. So for a sneak, on a 7 to 9, you can pick one. You can either be behind cover, silent, or downwind.
I will take. Let's see. They seem to be busy, so I'll take silently as to not attract their attention.
Okay, awesome. So, as the three of you, or Wintergreen, and Daisy, are you poking your head out as well, or are you staying inside?
If Wintergreen's poking her head out, I will still stay back. I will respect her decision to be a good leader, but I will stick to my guns that the inside of the burrow is this.
Okay. Yeah. So you, the two of you see as Blinky sort of just like starts creeping slowly, one paw at a time, out in the open, like across this empty clearing. And I think as you're going, one of them pulls out a long... It's not like the other one. This one's just long and sharp. As you're just sneaking right behind her back. And she laughs. She takes a like bowl-ish type of device and like leans back, dumps some liquid into her mouth, and then turns and just throws whatever that sharp object is at the tree. It right over your head. Go ahead and roll to resist panic.
Oh no!
From underground, that sound to me
Bad
means
time.
we've just lost a bunny. I'm just like, that's one down.
That's a 6.
A 6. Okay. So, on a miss, take one panic as you cower, hesitate, or flee. I'll say you can choose not to, but they will see you. You can choose not to take the panic as you cower, hesitate, or flee, but the humans will see you.
I'm running. That's my signature move.
Yeah.
And they'll see me, but I'm running.
Okay, so you're not taking a panic.
Right. I'm gonna not take the panic, but I'm just gonna run.
Gotcha.
Fleeing.
Awesome. So one of them's like, "Whoa, what's that? Wait, what is that?" At first, they seem a little bit caught off guard, like thinking maybe there's something dangerous. And then one of them reaches out with a hand. Go ahead and give me a bolt roll.
Okay.
Was the end of Blinky.
That's a 7.
A whole half hour.
Okay,
That's a 7.
awesome. Did you use your move for that? Don't you have a special bolt move?
So my special move says that I can treat a 6 or below as a 7 to 9.
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
So you run fast enough, but choose one. You don't end up exactly where you intended. You take more, it takes more out of you than you would have thought. Take -1 forward to whatever you're going to do next. Or it's much closer than you care for. Take a panic.
I'm gonna go with don't end up where intended, because I'm kind of blind, like just dashing for the nearest cover at this point.
Yeah. So I think you just like dive into a you end up still not closer. You're even further from the burrow now. And the 3 humans get up and just one of them gets up and starts to walk towards where you have dove into the bush. Now, what do the other 3 of you do?
I think I'm depending
gonna
on what
chase
Doreen
after.
does. No, yeah, go ahead. What?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna chase after where Blinky went.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna just dive also into the same
Yeah.
bush. You wanna go ahead and give me a bolt roll?
Cool. This is speed. Oh, that's not good. Oh no. Yeah, that's a 5.
All right, awesome. So you don't do that. You run toward where Blinky is and end up just running into the feet of one of the humans. Go ahead and give me a resist panic roll as you look up and see the massive, muscled, just like huge person just staring down at you.
I don't, in fact, resist panic.
Oh no!
I really
boy.
don't.
So much
Oh
panic.
boy. Okay, so go ahead and describe to me. You can either, if you want to take the panic and describe to me how you cower, hesitate, or flee, or the human picks you up.
Oh. Woohoo. I'm gonna let that. If a human picks me up, I take the panic.
No.
I don't take the panic. I'm gonna let the human pick me up. Let's see. I'm either gonna be a friend or a stew.
Okay, it grabs you by the scruff of the neck, and it goes,
It's been real, guys.
"Guys, I found it. It was just a rabbit." And the other one that has sort of, the other 2 that are still at the campfire are like, "A rabbit? Like, did it come out to us?" No. Well, yeah, clearly it ran into me.
Squeak.
And
Roll cute.
Charm.
and the one that's holding you by the scruff of the neck walks over. The other one is like, "Well, I mean, we already have our dinner." And the woman pulls out like a leather bag and opens it. What does everybody do as go ahead, Checkers.
Checker was trying to scheme up some way to distract the humans, and he could not think of anything better than this. So he's going to try to sneak in while they're all distracted and steal food for Jinx.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, so I'd say with this distraction, I'll give you +1 forward on your
Okay.
sneak. So
Okay.
you can add 1 to it.
Perfect. That makes it that's a shrewd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it a 9.
Okay, yeah. So when you can avoid notice that way. Pick 1 of the 4 options: behind cover, silent, downwind, no tracks.
Yeah. I'll be behind cover since they seem to. Actually, no. I'll be silent because they all seem to be looking in the other direction. So I'll be silent.
Okay, awesome. So you want to go ahead and describe to me what that looks like?
Sure. Yeah. So I get count. So I'm already kind of a runt. So I make myself even smaller and just kind of crawl along the ground and maybe dash from. No, I'm not gonna dash, but just kind of crawl my way towards the center of the camp, kind of just going around them as much as possible and forward where they kind of have their bags and stuff.
Yeah. So you definitely get over there and you're able to grab some of they have a pouch that has some of the raw meat that they were gonna keep cooking. So you're able to grab that in your mouth and you sort of start to back away. Does anybody else want to do something as our buddy gets put in a bag? Do you have anything you'd like to do?
I'm gonna try to bite.
You're gonna try to bite? Okay, that sounds valid. So you can struggle. That's a move. When you struggle to free yourself, roll plus strong.
What are my options that don't involve strong?
That don't involve strong? I think that describes the best what you're trying to do.
All right, I'm gonna roll the struggle. Here we go, friends. It's been nice spot. Oh.
You can take a panic for an extra to add 1 to it.
That's an 8, so I'll take it.
Okay, cool.
How long?
So
I have a question for Rose. How long?
What's up?
So for instance, way back in the burrow when Spot froze, Spot got a +1 forward. Does that +1 forward apply to the immediate next roll, or is it something that Spot holds on to?
I think you can hold on to it and use it whenever you want.
Okay, that's good to know. So Spot still got that in back pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do succeed. On a 7 to 9, you can wriggle free if you are willing to take a scar. Okay, so listeners at home, a scar is basically you have a scarring event happen to you. And in doing that, you would lose one of the basic moves or one of the special moves, like one of the ones on these 2 pages. So you can choose to escape, but then you won't be able to struggle ever again.
Huh. Well, I mean it's that or go into the bag, I guess. So I'll take that scar.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
You want to describe to me what it looks like as you're being held by the scruff, moved toward the bag, and when you wiggle your way out of there?
Yeah, so held by the scruff, by the guy, but the woman's holding the bag open.
Yeah.
He goes to lower me and I'm gonna sink my teeth into her wrist. And she probably pulls it back. I'm holding on. So I go flying, hit a tree nearby, slide down to the ground, rather slightly damaged from that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're not going to be compelled to do something like that again, almost.
No,
it's
that was
almost
bad.
like that was scarring.
That was bad.
Amazing.
I don't
So, following this occurrence, the woman's like, ow, fuck, damn, that's some teeth on him. And they're distracted. One of them pulls out the third one that was sitting on a log. They had apparently cut down more tree than you thought. So one of them was sitting on a log that you now just noticed. And they pull out a box like a metal box, and they open it and start like pulling like cloth and all sorts of stuff out and start wrapping up her hand. So they are all occupied with that. What, Blinky, you are basically lost, right? So you ran, you ended up completely discombobulated. But everyone else, you guys can still see that Blinky is just like totally confused and can't figure out where they are. You can see the rustling bush that Blinky is in, but Blinky is just like unable to find their way out. So what does everyone else do?
Can I try to speak plainly to Blinky?
You want to go over
Blinky's
to the
way.
other side?
Oh, but that's right.
Blinky's on the other
all the, so we can see Blinky, but we can't. He's all the way over there.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have telepathy, so unfortunately, I don't think I could reveal myself.
Yeah.
Wintergreen. Go ahead. Sorry, Checker.
I was gonna say, is there anything? So I can't see him, but is there like I hear the rustling? Does that? I guess I think that's where Blinky went.
You can double check to make sure that that's Blinky.
Okay.
Go
Sure.
ahead and give me a pay attention roll.
Okay. Actually, I have a hold 2 from the last one, so I'm still holding 1. I think.
Oh, right. Perfect. So you have 1 left. So what's the question
Alright.
you'd like to ask?
Let's say what is rustling in that bush?
Amazing. So what is rustling in that bush
All right.
is not Blinky. What is rustling in that bush is actually a friend of yours, but not Blinky. It is, you hear, as you tune in, your ears twitch and you can hear a light buzzing. It is an old friend of the burrow, Rita, the worker bee.
Yeah.
And she has arrived on the scene. There is a lot of, as you are confirmed that the ruckus is drawing attention because Rita has come and is lingering on a flower in one of the bushes.
Okay.
Blinky, you didn't ask where Blinky was, so you asked what was in the bush.
True.
That's fair. Yeah.
Um,
Keep rustling. Rustle for my life.
Do you want to? I say go ahead and give me a struggle roll or I guess.
I can struggle.
Yeah, or how about a
Get out of
relax
this bush.
roll to
Okay.
slow down and subtract 1 from your panic.
Let's do that. That sounds good.
You're trying to like calm down.
Well,
That's just a flat roll.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, so I don't feel very relaxed right
Nope.
now.
You can notice then there are more than one rustling bush, in fact. One of them has Rita behind it, but then a couple of other bushes start rustling too.
Oh no.
And Wintergreen starts scooching around the edge toward where she thinks Blinky might be. She's trying to scooch around the edge. But she is a bright white rabbit. What does everybody do?
So I was first going to ask. I think I'm still hiding. I'm still in sneak mode, holding this bag of meat.
Yeah.
God, thank you so much for saving me with the. Well, I was getting kidnapped.
Anytime. No. So I'm gonna. Can I carry it off to the bushes where I heard Rita buzzing around?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're able to, as you're sneaking, you kind of make your way over to where you saw Rita. And
Okay.
she is not paying attention to you. She is just looking, her gaze is trained on the humans.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, say hi to Rita. Make her realize that I'm standing right here.
Oh, you startled me.
Sorry, there's a lot of startling things going on.
Yes. It is
See,
very, very disconcerting.
I see we've attracted a crowd here to a big tree.
Yeah, I don't like this. I think that it is a bad thing that these humans have parked here. We should make them leave.
Sure. Okay. Can I ask you to do a favor for me?
Of course, anything for my friends in the bunny burrow.
All right. My friend Blinky got lost around these bushes somewhere. If you could buzz in and find him and tell him to meet back at the burrow entrance, and then you can also go there and we can regroup and figure out what to do.
Yeah, amazing. So, yes, Rita says yes. I can totally do that. I would be happy to. And she buzzes off. And where you are, Blinky, you hear the buzzing of Rita coming up, and she goes, "Blinky, Blinky,
Rita, is
It's
that
me.
you?
It is me. I
What's
came to
going
help
on?
you.
Oh,
Your
thank
friends. I found you. Will you follow me?"
Sure, I'll follow you.
And she kind of guides you. I'd say now that we've had this major situation with running through the human camp, you can learn that you have to go around the outside of it. So the two of you kind of scooch around. As you're going, you collect Spot, who is
Hi,
recovering.
hi. Did you see my distraction? That was super cool, right?
Hey,
Totally-
that was
Totally awesome.
wow.
It was
a lot.
very, very impressive.
Thanks.
Very.
Can't wait to tell stories.
And you guys you also run into Wintergreen, who clearly acted a bit too late. She's, "Oh, there you are." And all of you guys creep back, and Checkers, you creep back as well into the burrow.
Did you get it? Did you get the food? I saw you going. That was very smart.
Only in my mouth, like showing it off.
We don't eat
Nice.
meat.
We gotta give it to Jinx. We gotta give it to Jinx, or Jinx will eat us. Jinx will eat us, but if we give the food to Jinx, then Jinx won't eat us, so everybody wins.
Jinx is out
Spot
there.
got us.
Jinx
Spot got
is
us into a bit of a
there.
spot, but I got her out.
Oh my goodness.
Who
Who died? I heard the humans talking. Someone died.
It was very close. It was
I don't
very
think
close.
anyone died.
I think
Everyone's
we
fine.
all made it out. You're looking a little rough there, Spot. What happened
Yeah,
to you?
I caused a great distraction for Blinky to go in, Checkers to go in, and he was totally awesome, stealing that food. And wait! This is a storytelling moment. Can I try to
Oh.
storytell to lower some panic from some friends?
I would
Absolutely.
love to have my panic lowered right now. That would be
Let me set the scene. Let me set the scene. There are big humans, muscly, sharp sticks, cutting down all our tall trees. We're up there. Me, Blinky, Checkers, Jinx. Jinx is crawling around. I go right up. I look him in his big ugly face, and I tell him to get out of here. But you know he's a fox, so he doesn't take well to that. But he says he will get out of here if we get him some of the human food, which is like no big deal. Pshaw! I was gonna go get some of the human food for ourselves. Anyways, and then what happened next? Oh, Blinky gets scared and runs away. But me and Checkers, we're a dream team. We're on it. So I go to chase after Blinky, but I see big, tall, muscly human, and I run right up to him. I run right up to him, and I look up at him, and he looks down at me, and I look up at him, and I give Checkers our secret signal, a little wink, a little ear, and then he picks me up, and while he's holding me in his big meaty hands, there goes Blinky like a Checkers. I can't keep anyone track. There goes Checkers like a super sneak. You wouldn't even know he was there if you weren't watching for him. And the man is shaking me around and waving me a big bag to put me in to eat me. But Checkers is up there. He's getting the meat. He puts the meat in his mouth, which, like, gross, man. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Thanks anyways. And so he starts sneaking away, just as the woman goes to put me in the bag, and that's my teeth on her wrist, and she flings me, and I hit a tree. But I'm a tough little bunny, so that doesn't hurt me. That doesn't stop me. I run off into the bushes while Blinky, one of them is running back with the food, and the other one comes running back because they took a nice little chill walk and calmed down in the forest while the rest of us were stealing food and getting thrown against trees. And then we all snuck back in here. But we're a total dream team, and now we have food for Jinx, so Jinx isn't gonna eat us, and the humans can take their sharp stick and go away. Did you get any carrots? Or just the meat for Jinx? That's okay. Just the meat for Jinx is fine.
That's all I found.
Oh, okay.
That was a good story.
That was...
Thanks.
And you got rid of the humans, right?
Oh, no.
Well, we
No.
I found Rita. Rita led me here.
It was
that
a
was a
very
12, by the
interesting
way.
tale.
That was a 12 for my storytelling, which means that everyone gets to reduce their panic by 3!
Wow.
Dang, I'm gonna make you guys resist panic more.
I have been in the burrow. I am zero panicked about it. I had no idea any of that went on until I got the story.
My panic doesn't go down, Rose, if it helps at all. Just everyone else.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So, Wintergreen, she looks very taken aback by this story. She goes, "Wow, true heroes among us."
Especially me.
So, you did great. You did great, Gramps. You did great.
Nobody got in.
You
Easy.
guarded it so well.
MVP.
Okay, so the 4 of you and Rita, or I'm sorry, the 6 of you and Rita are, no, the 5. The 6 of you, including Rita, are all in the burrow. What are you doing? You know that you hear still the noise coming from above. You don't know what the human's next move will be.
I would like to
We
pay
have to get the food
attention.
to Jinx.
I think if I could pay attention, now that I've just had all of the information thrown at me and it's stewing in my ancient wise brain, I'm thinking maybe I could possibly have the ingredients to solve the puzzle. But to do that, I feel like I have to sort of pay attention and focus. Maybe even pop my head out and look around again, and just try to squinch my head really hard and hope that the right answer comes.
Gotcha. So okay, so you're looking for an answer to the question, what can I do to make the humans go away, basically?
Yes.
Or how could I get the humans to go away?
Yeah, so the question would be, how could I get the humans to go away? Exactly. We have, actually, let's
go
check
ahead
real
and...
fast. Did we lose Al again?
I'm here. I'm sorry. You can still hear me. I'm getting back into it. I don't know what my thing is doing.
Okay, turn in your camera back.
But I'm here, and I'm turning it on, and here I am!
There it is.
Woo!
Look at that.
Amazing.
Okay,
So,
yeah,
go
so
ahead
I
and
was
give
gonna
me-
roll, what is that, Shrewd or something?
Yeah.
I have a 0 Shrewd, so we'll see.
Can I roll to help?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you do to roll to help, I would say, how do you want to help?
I want to. I want to make sure that the space is in good condition, right? For maximum brain power. He's got some water. He's got some food. It's nice and calm. It's a nice calm space.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that would also be. I would say that's shrewd because that's like brain power, right? Like you're setting up a good space. Do you have an argument for something different?
No, that sounds right.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll plus shrewd. On a 10 plus, you can give a +1.
I rolled an 8.
So awesome. So a 7 to 9, you still give a +1, but your fate is tied to theirs. So the outcome of this failure, if it's a failure, then you will also be affected by it. So you guys are both poking your heads out.
We're tied together in this, Blinky. All right, so I did. So what I did wind up getting was not a 12 this time, unfortunately. I got an 8 though, a 6 and a.
Okay.
plus the 1, thanks to Blinky.
Awesome. So that's a 9. That's great.
Yeah.
So, okay. On a 7 to 9, you get 1 question. So you're asking, how can I get the humans to go away?
Yes.
Awesome. So as you're watching, you're taking in, they have these big weapons. They have these, like, shiny... you notice they also have on them, like, furs and animal pelts. But it's not rabbit fur. It is bear fur. So you know that, and you remember they said something about a mission,
I do
and you
remember that.
sort of start to put together that maybe, and you even hear one of them say, like, where do you think the cave is?
They're hunting for a bear. So they'll leave. I'll turn around and I'll look at all the other rabbits and the bee. And I'll say, we have to be bears!
What? How are we gonna be bears?
Okay, Daisy's on the
Wait a
bottom,
minute.
and then Blinky, and then Checkers, and then me. Boom, 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 boom. That's like bear height.
On each other's
Gotta
shoulders?
be like bear height. Yeah, man.
Wintergreen
we're
goes,
not-
she raises a paw, or there's always Black Claw.
Claw?
And the 4 of you know of Black Claw.
Oh, sweet.
Black Claw is a bear.
Ah,
Mm,
yes,
mhm.
indeed.
You may have
Mhm.
Of
noticed.
course, but of
Right.
course.
Yeah,
Oh,
makes sense.
yeah, I had that.
Seems
I had that
fair.
written. It was at the bottom of the page. I overlooked that.
Yeah, who lives in a nearby, in a cave that's on the edge of Deep Water Creek, is
Deep
very,
Water Creek.
very unfriendly. Does not like visitors
Ooh.
and is very scary. But you can presume that this might be who the humans are looking for. Or if not, it could
Will do. Right. Like, how do we need to get either the humans to the bear or the bear to the humans, right?
Or we
Both
could
of
be
those sound not safe.
giving up on that idea. I want to be the bear.
What's that?
Giving up on being the bear. That's off the table. We've
I'm
completely.
Keep it.
Now, here's my question. Well, here's
Backup
my
plan.
observation. Obviously,
Okay.
tall
Sounds good.
tree is located near these berry bushes, and we do know that Black Claw, being a bear, is quite prone to fits of berry feasting. Has he been around recently, or are there still lots of berries around which said bear would enjoy?
I think that he hasn't been around recently, which is why you guys have been feeling a little safer, and your food stores have gone down a little bit, was because you've been having to be as vigilant about it. So Blacklaw hasn't been around a lot recently.
It means
Well-
we have the perfect bear bait.
We also have a bunch of meat that we just got from the humans. And I know the bears like meat.
Betray Jinx.
Do we have enough to
I
split?
think Black Claw's a little scarier than Jinx, in my opinion.
I mean, did you
But
see
will
Rose
Black
do
Claw-
that voice?
Father?
So yeah, can I look in the bag and how much meat is in the bag?
It's like one human-sized meal, so it's like,
Hmm.
but if that meal was like mostly composed of meat,
Okay.
so like,
So maybe enough to split, but it wouldn't be that much.
It would be enough for a Jinx and another Jinx, or Black Claw. Does that make sense? Like, Black Claw's a
Yeah.
bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like more than that.
So
What does Wintergreen
yeah,
think?
you guys go ahead. What does Wintergreen think? I don't know. I wish there was another way. Either one of them could kill us. So I don't think whoever if we don't give it to Jinx, I'll tell him.
No. What about the other idea of getting the humans to the cave and letting Black Claw take care of things on his home turf?
I like that plan. That's a good plan. Then Jinx does them. And the humans leave here. And Black Claw never comes here. So many good things in one plan.
Agree. They're already looking for a bear, so maybe they'll be more willing to easier to get there than the opposite.
If only we knew how humans hunt. Maybe then we could trick them.
Would I have any... Could I use Hushwise to maybe ask a question about how they would track them?
That's a good idea.
That might be too specific. Okay.
Well, I think you could ask. I think based on your experience being with humans, right? Because you were domesticated for like a hot second, you would know that humans follow they follow tracks, they follow feces.
Okay.
They
Do I
follow
need to roll for that, or?
No, you would just know that.
Okay. Cool. So, tracks. Can we make tracks? Or there's option 2.
I mean,
Bears like honey, right? Can we get honey? Just smear it. Just leave a trail of honey.
we have a bee friend. We do have a bee friend.
I am still here.
Yes, our good friend.
That's an interesting idea.
Would you be willing to sacrifice your hive for our...
Not the whole hive. Just a little honey.
I can call upon the hive to help, but indeed, at last, sacrificing a large amount of honey like that, it would be very detrimental to the hive. We could get some, we could try to harvest it, I could go and call upon them, or we could chase the humans there. I don't know, I'm not...
That might not be a bad idea either.
Yeah.
Above you can hear the sound of more spears and weapons against wood.
Ah!
They're attacking the tall tree again. I don't like it.
Stop it.
No more sticks. No more sticks.
We better act soon.
I think we should give that meat to Jinx before Jinx comes and eats all of us, and then move on to Bear. Plan 1, Jinx. Plan 2, Bear. Go team. Go team.
Okay.
Amazing. So who's going to Jinx?
I can do it.
Well.
I didn't even deal with him last time. I'm tough. Watch him try and eat me. Oh, he's so fast. Yeah.
You guys have a good relationship established, I feel.
Yeah.
It's just you? Okay.
I'll keep a lookout.
Thanks.
Okay. So you creep up and over to where Jinx was in the shadows, and Jinx is lying down under some brush, and they go, I thought you weren't coming. I was getting ready to come to you.
No need. Here you go.
And Jinx just kind of like bends down to where you are next to the meat. Just very, very close. Takes in a deep sniff. And then moves his head slightly to the side and grabs the bag of meat. And sort of takes a few steps back.
Enjoy.
You did what I asked.
Good doing business with you.
And I appreciate that. Until next time, little rabbit.
Bye!
And turns and their tail swishes as they emerge into the bush. And you arrive back. Are you okay?
Good job, guys. Proud of you.
All good. All good. Took me, went away, said he was totally scared of me, was never coming back. That's right. That's the spot for you. Make him wait.
Wow. As you are going into the burrow, a fourth person walks up to the campfire. And they're not wearing the same armor and things like that. But you hear him go, "Oi, what are you folks doing here?" And then you emerge back into the hole.
I'm gonna maybe sneak. I'm gonna sneak this time. One ear.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a
Like, eye.
for sneaking.
This is plus shrewd. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah,
Hey, that's a 10.
perfect. Okay, go ahead and pick 2.
From
I'm sorry, 3. Pick 3.
sneak, behind cover, silence,
Mhm.
downwind.
Yeah, okay, amazing. They definitely don't notice as you stick your ear out, and you can hear the woman's voice go, "Oh, we are just travelers. We are not trying to cause any trouble." And the other one, the voice, the first one that you heard when you were, or the one that you heard when you were popping back into the hole, goes, "Listen, I don't know what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to try something on my village, but I don't like it. I don't like that you're this close to us. I'd like it if you'd pack up and go somewhere else." And the woman goes, "But sir, we don't have anywhere else to go. We're on a quest. We're hoping to find," and she goes on to explain how they're looking for a bear who's been occasionally coming to their hometown and attacking them and taking family members and things like that. And we can't go. We have to stay here. And there's a brief pause, and then he goes, "All right. That bear is a bit of a nuisance. Just make sure you..." Hey, this is a nice area here you found. This is really nice. Look, just make sure you clear out by morning. And the woman goes, "We'll clear out whenever we complete our quest. And no sooner." And the guy cowers a little bit under the firmness of her voice. And the conversation ends pretty abruptly after that. And he disappears back into the woods.
Nuh-uh. Don't like it.
What's up?
Oh, none of you heard that. I forgot I was the only one listening. Oh,
You have another story for us?
humans. They're beefing. The humans are beefing with the other humans, but this is bad because even though they're beefing, they're like, "Cool, you do you, go kill that bear." And they're like, "Cool, we'll go kill the bear and then leave your land alone." But then the other humans who are beefing are like, "But this is cool land, so what if they come in when these humans leave?"
Always something.
What if it wasn't cool land? What if it seemed like a land that was not friendly for humans?
I like it.
What do you think?
Wouldn't be interested.
Bees, all the bees sting them.
Bees?
We go
can
back
call
where
upon
the
my
bear.
storm.
We're the bear.
I still like that idea.
With us.
Bees and a bear? That would
You're the bear.
definitely... Wintergreen goes, I would definitely not want to live here if there were bees and a bear.
I am willing
This
to
could
help
work.
anyone who wants to try to speak plainly, but I am not a speaker.
Well, who are we speaking with?
To convince Rita and the bees to come here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
Rita will help you, but I think she will need some convincing.
Right. I can try to convince her.
Yeah, what do you say?
I'll say that, it's we'll, you have our back. We'll have your back if there are humans attacking your hive. Rabbits can help.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a speak plainly roll.
Mhm.
I'd like to help that by hopping up next to Checkers and just sort of putting a paw on his back and saying, I can give you the full promise of our burrow that nothing bad will happen to you in your hive. You just need to simply buzz into the area, swarm up, cause a scene, and you will be fine. And I'm going to be as steady and as level-headed as possible, as if this is the most perfect plan in the world and there's nothing that could ever go wrong.
I think that would be a steady help roll.
Okay.
Calming presence.
So you get I got a 9 on that. A total 9.
Awesome.
Okay.
So,
I
same
think our fates are tied.
situation. Yeah,
Yes.
it works.
All right.
You now
I got.
slide into
oh.
this mission if it happens.
Great.
Go ahead.
My roll was also a 9. To speak plainly.
Awesome.
Is that with the
Cool,
plus one?
So, that is including the plus 1. I know. So close.
Yeah, so Rita goes, of course we want to help. I don't think that we can scare off the humans alone. Do you think that you can get the bear to show up too?
We're the bear.
I don't know about that. I think it's smart. I like the idea of being the bear. Those humans, they're pretty smart. I don't know. They might know that we're not a bear. But we
You do seem to be good at that.
they saw through
our
they
tricks.
found us when we were sneaking pretty well. But if we could get the bear over here,
Get the bear
it'd be
here.
Good.
You are pretty fast.
So
This is true.
what could make the
You're
bear?
the fastest bunny in the whole burrow.
That fast bunny.
I mean,
Daisy bunny.
True.
They say Blinky can outrun any animal.
Rita does say specifically to Daisy, like looks at you and is like, you're right. I really do think this would work with the four of you working together. I think it could work. And the bear.
Wintergreen's just like.
And the
come
bear.
on.
And so the condition
And the bear.
is bring the bear.
Whew.
And
Well,
So-
my fate
because
is
you are
tied to that.
tied to that, you also have to help bring the bear.
Good.
And Wintergreen goes, so I can fortify the burrow so that nobody in here gets hurt while
It's a
you
good idea.
there.
And use that escape route plan I drew up.
I will.
People said it was too confusing, but it's the fastest way out.
So maybe we'll leave. I will guide the rest of the burrow to safety until it's safe to come back again. When the humans are
okay.
Okay.
Sounds great.
coming for.
Are you sure that the other bunnies don't need someone to help them lead away? I'm great at running away from.
Oh, Daisy, we need you here. Come on. We need your wisdom.
I gave that bee my word.
And Rita buzzes off to get the hive. So the plan is in motion.
Right.
And Wintergreen goes and starts waking up. Most of the other rabbits are asleep, so she goes and starts waking them up and guiding them toward the escape route.
Uh-oh.
So it's time to lure a bear out of a cave.
What idea? So we talked about meat. We talked about honey, although it would be
Well,
hard
we
to get
don't
enough.
I don't know that we have the meat anymore.
We're out of meat,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
could get berries, or we could just use Blinky.
Yeah, so berries is an idea. Straight up. Look at me, come get me is an idea.
You'll stay far away.
If that's a
Maybe a little
last
pause?
resort, if we can't think of anything better, I guess so.
Well,
I think Spot agrees. Blinky escaping a bear would make a great story.
we can, we can. Hey, oh no.
It's just the 4 of you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's head over there.
Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have a new idea. Okay, I have a great idea. I'm very sure.
Okay.
Oh, so this is like a multi-step process, right? So we have different stands. We dig little holes. We dig a bunch of little holes from here, from the bear to here to the people. And so then Blinky's first. And Blinky will stick his head up and go, "Hello, bear. Here I am." And the bear will go, "Ugh." And then Blinky will go whoop into the hole and hide in the hole right as the bear gets there. But before the bear can go after Blinky, we'll say, Checkers will be like, "Whoop, here I am over here." And the bear will go, "Ugh." But then Checkers will whoop down into the hole, but the bear will come farther. And then the bear will see me over the hole going, "Hello, bear, here I am." And the bear will go, "Ugh," and I'll whoop down into the hole, and then there'll be Daisy. And then the bear will be here.
So what you're suggesting is some kind of whack-a-bunny.
That sounds so dangerous.
But at least we share the danger. It's not just Blinky.
Yeah, no. I like this. I like this plan.
I agree that it's better than just running away.
I think I like the
haven't
idea
heard-
of having little escape hatches. I think that's something we can definitely make use of.
We gotta make sure those holes are deep enough so the bear can't just stick a claw in and grab you. And we have to make sure they're not too far apart.
Any
Yeah, I think we can do this.
good diggers here?
Luckily, all bunnies
Our
are
good diggers.
burrowers.
We do have the dig skill. It's true.
You all have the dig skill.
Here is
It
the
is a
catch-22. I hate to be this guy. Of course I'm this guy. The catch-22 is if we do go with the Blinky plan, because I am a Grafer, we all get +1 on all the rolls because we're following that plan.
Okay,
We could
so what
also
about-
just
what about
bunny
this?
orgy it up, and then all help each other dig.
What about this? What about a combination of plans? So
No, it's not the time.
So like
Okay.
Daisy's suggesting, we have bait, but like Spot is suggesting, we have multiple holes, and so rather than me just running to the human in camp situation, having places where I can dip into and escape to make it a little safer for me. That's kind of like both plans.
I agree. It sounds safer for you indeed.
I like it. I like it.
I
Okay.
get that.
How many holes
Amazing.
can a bunny dig?
And does that...
I would say, who would like to do some hole digging? I'm gonna.
Probably all of us.
I think we all can do it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody probably do some. Basically, okay. So when you dig, you can scratch out.
Does anybody want to sleep with me and then help me? Because I'm very bad at digging.
It's
I love that that's a mechanic in this
Let me
game.
read that mechanic again.
All right, I'm digging. Here I go.
mating. Yeah, that's
You can do it if you
doing
want.
a quick mate sesh.
It's like bunny orgy, guys.
It's up to you if you want to have a quick bunny orgy. You can do that.
There's no downside, it looks like, because we're all
There
boy
is
bunnies
no
and nobody could get
Well-
pregnant.
That's true. It's very safe.
Look, and that's just the flat benefit. I don't see why we don't.
Not to like mitigate
There's-
here, but there really is
There's
no
no
downside.
downside.
As you guys are emerging into a safe space to have a bunny orgy, we're gonna go to a brief commercial break. And we're back, and we pan away from the end Everybody comes out with hair a little tousled from the burrow, ready to ignite this plan.
Do we need to figure out who got a +1 from whom, or are we just like rolling with assumption of
say
help?
Everybody roll. Let's see. Let's. Oh,
Well, I think in theory, I think it's just that everybody gets to take +1 when helping anyone else.
yeah. So now all of you guys have one time where you can help somebody. Where you can help one of the people in the group.
With +2 instead of +1.
Yeah, wait, does the +1 go toward the actual help, or is it your roll on the help?
Oh,
It goes toward the help roll.
It goes towards the help. So when we try to
Okay.
take the help action, we get a +1 on it.
Yeah.
Good to
Lit.
know.
Because y'all had a little roll in the hay.
Literally.
So in theory, if somebody were to, so if Blinky's running, and then somebody rolls to help Blinky run, then Blinky's got a plus on the run, and we've got a plus on the help, which in turn would then add another plus onto the run if it works out well. We could make Blinky even faster than Blinky's ever been.
So fast.
So fast.
Super Blinky.
All right, so you guys, as it is starting to get dark, when you emerge from the burrow, you can see that the humans have pulled out a variety of other objects. They've started to lay fabric out on the ground. They've started to set up cloth in like a weird shape, like a triangle, with like sticks holding it up. The fire is still going, and they're still just like drinking whatever's in these mugs and enjoying themselves. But they are definitely making settlement. They are settling in the area.
So are we rolling to dig holes right now?
Yeah, I think you're rolling to dig holes. So you guys know where Blackclaw lives.
We want those holes on the path to Blackclaw, so that if anything goes wrong, Blinky has an ejection seat. Immediately just dive into an emergency hole and get away.
And then you
Amazing.
can pop up further.
Yeah, so you guys, I think you guys can each roll do one hole. I think.
Who wants to roll? Oh,
Sure.
I actually don't know that anyone can roll high enough to even help. My hole just sucks ass. Yeah, no one can even roll high enough to save this.
Really? Okay.
Sorry about that, Blinky.
Alright. Well, they can't all be winners.
Alright.
I'll try my hole here.
Sorry, what is a dig roll?
It is a strong.
Oh, good, -1.
Yeah, it's not too good enough. Oh,
No one's
man.
the strong bunny.
Zero.
I'm
Zero
old.
to my strength.
Daisy a break.
That's okay. But I rolled a 9.
Okay.
You want somebody to help you out to try and make that a 10?
I might need that help later. Unless somebody wants to use one of theirs now.
So on a
I
7
would-
to 9, you can only dig enough space to squeeze yourself into, or your excavation is unstable and temporary at best, or you take significantly longer than expected.
Well, we only need to fit Blinky in.
I
Right?
can.
That's true.
But
doesn't need
is
to
it
be
like a tunnel though?
wide hole?
It would be more of a tunnel if it was a 10.
I'm gonna help you out.
Okay.
I want at least one good hole.
Yeah, you can add 1 to that from.
I
Thank
mean, you did ask who was Checker's most likely mate.
And
Is
it-
that
I
a-
did say Blinky, so that's just at this point.
Well, there you go. Is that a strong roll?
that is just I would say that's the strong roll.
Okay, then I did with the +1. I got 7. So
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you
Alright.
now are tied to this hole. You will be guarding this hole.
oh, okay.
Now your fate is tied to this hole.
I feel responsible for this hole.
And that was Blinky's hole that Blinky just dug. Now was a 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And what did
Great
anybody
hole.
else
Nice
get?
job,
That was
guys.
good
I
hole.
also
Did
got
anyone else?
above a 10.
Okay, perfect.
Actually, I got exactly a 10 because it was 11 minus 1, so just
Okay,
10.
perfect.
There you go.
Yeah,
So we got
I
two
got-
solid holes.
mine was garbage.
Okay, and 2 garbage holes. You got 4 holes of some kind. No.
The question
One
is,
of
can Blinky tell which ones are good and which ones are garbage?
I think Blinky knows that his hole is good.
I tell him that mine's bad.
No, your hole is bad.
Would it
I
maybe be
think-
the ones closest to the burrow are the good ones, since we know that's the good burrow soil, and then the ones closer to the bear maybe are the bad ones
Yeah.
because there's nerves, or maybe
That
we
makes
don't know
sense,
that
yeah.
area.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll buy
Pretty
that.
logical.
So you've got the last two checkpoints are better holes. Now, okay, so how is I need to ask Daisy, how are you involved in this? How are you assisting hands-on to this plan? Because your fate is tied to this.
I want to establish that Daisy has a +1 to Swift, which means Daisy is a very proficient runner, though not necessarily Blinky. So I
Okay.
think Daisy would have to help run with Blinky. I don't think there's anything Daisy can do from the beginning. Be like, go get him, champ. I think Daisy has to be out there.
Yeah, so you're gonna like run alongside, like you're gonna be like the guy with the water, but like running the whole race.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will throw out for spot. I'm okay with speed, but I'm really good losing people in tunnels. So I can be like a distraction in one of the tunnels in case things start to go bad. I can be like, hey, come get me, and then disappear pretty.
I think that's a great idea. So do you want to be at which tunnel do you want to be at? One of the.
good ones.
Okay, so you can be at the.
No, I'll be one of the bad. Yeah, I should be one of the good.
Yeah. Okay. The ones that are bad, there's still something there. It's just like you don't know. It could be unstable. It could collapse as soon as you get inside. It could be just a tiny little like dent in the earth. You don't know like what's gonna happen if you try to get in that burrow. You just know that you did a bad job.
I'll hide in a good hole. You can always fit down in there with me, Blinky. I'll either be a distraction or we'll like get in real close.
Okay,
All right.
perfect. And Checkers, what is your plan?
Well, I'm still tied to this hole in some way.
Yeah. So you're at the second to last hole. I guess then that would mean that. How are you guys getting the bear out of the cave?
Figured
Standing and squeaking very loudly.
Yeah, that's what I thought, honestly.
making a lot of
Yeah. Just be
All
like,
right.
hey,
All right.
we're over here.
Delicious
Okay,
Okay,
treat.
so
Come get us.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'll camp at this hole and I'll be ready to help Blinky if he, doesn't make it here. I'll try to do something to help him. I'm not sure what that is yet. We need to figure out a way to get the bear out.
Yeah. So you, Blinky and Daisy, you are nearing. The other two of you guys are in your holes. You watch as you can see like through because since it's fall, the leaves have fallen off of the trees, so you can see like through the woods as they walk toward the cave. It's a fair distance, so unfortunately, oh wait, no, but you're farsighted, right? Or nearsighted.
I think it's Checkers who's got the nearsighted stuff.
Checkers and
Me. Yeah.
Checkers
I can't see
can't
what's
really-
coming.
Can't see far distances. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
so
smell
you-
it coming.
you can see like a blur, but the
Yeah.
two of you guys kind of creep through the woods, the leaves crunching under your feet, and you near the mouth of the cave. It is getting dark, but inside the cave it is pitch black.
I want to turn to Blinky and I want to say, Blinky, this is my idea. I'm sorry that I put you out here on the line like this. But watching Wintergreen back at the burrow put her own life on the line, and you all scattered to the winds, I think it showed me that to be a leader, you have to be willing to put your life on the line as well. That's why I'm out here, Blinky. We'll do this together.
Thanks, Daisy. Let's do it.
Not as fast as I
And-
used to be, but let's do it.
And you guys take your positions, and So what exactly are you doing?
To get his attention or to run from him?
Yeah, to get his attention. You're just squeaking really loud?
Yeah. So hey out here, and just sort of pawing, scratching the outside of the cave, like the cave wall.
Yeah. You recognize again, the ground starts to shake again. But it's different this time. And you can hear thump, thump. Who's there? You see the eyes blink in the dark, but you can't see the body that's attached to it.
Okay, so can I? This is going to be a weird question. Can I speak plainly to be delicious?
Absolutely.
Sound delicious?
Blinky's
Oh,
a
yeah.
snack!
You can speak frankly to bait the bear, basically, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I think, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I would also say, I think, guys, both of you, as the bear peers out at you, resist panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured. All right, I'll start with
You
the
can
panic
smell the hot breath of this massive bear.
All right, I rolled a 9. It's a 10 minus 1 on my panic.
I rolled
Okay.
a 5
All
with
right.
a +2.
So you can describe to me how you cower, hesitate, or flee, or you can be the one to speak plainly to the bear.
This is a failure. All right, let's make it a failure then. We'll have that beautiful moment with Blinky. We're gonna do this together, and I'll look and I'll see the bear, and I'll go, no, you're on your own, and I'll turn and I'll run.
Okay. Oh man. And the bear, I mean, that starts the chase. That does
no.
it, guys.
Oh no!
And yeah, so
Wait for me!
both of you go ahead and give me a bolt roll as Black Claw emerges from the cave. Black Claw is not a black bear. Black Claw is a grizzly bear. So
Why did no one mention this?
bear.
From this nowhere. Oh no.
Big bear? Duh.
They all look really
big
big.
bear.
Big bear, not big.
And so
No.
a massive roar shakes the sides of the cave as you both hightail and run. Go ahead and
Alright.
both give me a bolt roll.
So I have a quick question. So he gets the +1 because this was my plan. Do I get to help or hinder him? I feel like that was why I was here with him. Was part of that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Me failing that also feels like I'm not.
Because you just turned and ran first. I
Yeah.
don't think you really.
I don't think I'm much of a help at all. So I think I have to
Okay.
sacrifice that +1. But you still get the +1 for the plan. I, on
So
the other
here's
hand,
what
get nothing.
happened. I rolled a 2, but I get +2 for Swift, and because I have Swift Runner, any roll under 6 that I get is treated as a 7 to 9.
Okay, that's good. All right. So on a 7 to 9, you run fast enough, but choose one. You don't end up exactly where you intended. It takes more out of you than you would have thought. Take -1 forward. It's much closer than you care for. Take +1 panic.
Oh, +1 panic. Yeah. This is he. Daisy's ahead of me. The bear has started running at me before I have a chance to really like get set to run, and I just have to like take off. But the bear's very close behind me, like much closer than we had planned on it being.
Yeah. And when it first emerges, it is up on its hind legs, and then it clamps down onto all fours and just starts glumping in your direction. It's much faster on all fours. So the other two of you guys, you can see in the distance the two of these folks What did you roll?
I have not rolled yet. I was waiting.
Oh, yeah, go
for
ahead
that,
and
so
roll
let me
your
roll
bolt.
that real fast. 3 and a 1 makes 4 plus 1 is 5 for Swift total.
Let me help.
Okay.
Let me help. And then,
Can you?
How do
I'm
you
ahead of
help?
you.
well, it's going to be chasing me more than you at this point. So
Describe to me what you do.
I see Daisy ahead of me, and I see Daisy starting to stumble a little bit. You know, his old age, his speed isn't what it used to be. And as I'm catching up with my faster speed, I'm gonna nudge Daisy into one of our burrow holes that we've created
Aw.
off to the side.
Yeah, it's even like the not one of the less stable ones,
Yeah,
but
one
it's
of the
still
great
there.
ones.
It's not
That'll
one of the
fit
great
me,
ones,
but it's useless to you now, Blinky.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna add my plus 2 help for that.
Yeah. So wait. So that makes it a. What does that make it?
I guess
a
it would be a swift, maybe.
No. What does that make your
Or a-
roll though?
Oh.
Oh.
So James rolled a
I
5.
rolled a 5.
Okay. You would have to.
So
would
it
you
would
have
have to be multiple people helping, wouldn't it? Because I need to get up to.
Could
Yeah.
Could I,
I can-
stick my head out from the next
Well,
hole
isn't-
and be like, "Hey,
wasn't
bear,
the
distraction
whole
time."
thing with the
Oh, he has a plus.
mating was the
No,
plus one
no, no, no.
ongoing.
Sorry, it's the plus
So it
one
would
on
be
you
a plus
rolling,
one
not
additional.
on me.
Oh, okay.
So
I
your
see.
help roll gets a
Plus
plus
one's
one,
a
but you
roll.
don't get to
I see.
add an extra. Yeah, sorry. I know
That's
the mating
what it
was
is.
great though, but unfortunately.
I see.
Mating was great, but
Nothing but not to do that.
Another
I
person
would-
could also help Daisy.
I was gonna say I'm with your idea, Spot, of like sticking head out
Yeah.
and
whoever's in the
cheering
closer.
them on. I guess I'm closer, right?
The checkers.
Yeah. All right. I'll just yell and encourage them and say, "Come this way," in case they're like blindly running and not looking where they're going.
So both of you two go ahead and roll a help roll.
Over here.
We do get our plus 1 on our helps. Let's see.
Yeah, both of you can add +1 to it.
Okay, that is 10.
Oh, 12.
Awesome. Okay, so that will make Daisy roll into a 7.
7.
So Daisy takes off running with Blinky right behind. Blinky catches up to and surpasses Daisy in speed. But then when Blinky looks over their shoulder, you can see the bear is gaining, right? Very, very quickly. And so you nudge Daisy toward the hole, and Daisy, you tumble into the dirt, but the hole's not very deep because it's a shite hole. And so the bear slows down a little bit and is like crouching down. It bares its teeth, they're long, sharp. It growls, and then it looks up, and Checkers is out of the burrow and waving, bouncing, and making loud noises. And the bear turns and begins to make chase towards Checkers. So what does everybody else want to do?
Real quick, I'm going to take the +1 panic as my bolt penalty.
Okay.
Getting a 7.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm waiting my turn. I'm gonna let the bear get a little close. I'm gonna let Checkers get a little scared.
Hey,
Awesome.
Great.
So it's still also in pursuit of Blinky. So go ahead and make another bolt roll, Blinky.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep bolting.
I assume I'm panicking at this point, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you roll a resist panic in a minute.
10 on my bolt.
Amazing. So you definitely succeed on your bolting. You run like the wind. Whoosh.
I'm running.
You catch up to where you meet where Checkers is. Checker, go ahead and roll to resist panic as the bear is coming closer to you.
That's an 8.
Okay, awesome. So on a 7 to 9, you manage to keep it together, but take +1 panic.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Part of the process here.
You take a panic as the bear lunges and just like clamps its paws on either side of the hole. You duck down inside and you can hear it growling over the top, and it says, "Who's down there?" Who dares destroy my slumber? Rude.
Tasty rabbit.
You say tasty rabbits?
More tasty rabbits. Yes.
I'm gonna go. Hello.
It looks up.
It's time.
Black Claw looks at you. What are you doing?
I'm distracting him. I don't know if that's to speak plainly to get him to run over with me.
It growls at you, and you can see the spit flying from its the air coming out of its mouth. It's so strong. Go ahead and roll.
That's sexy. That's real sexy.
Give me a resist panic roll.
Oh shit. Oh no, that's okay. That's what's steady.
Yeah.
That is A. That could be worse. I'm sorry, I keep closing my notes because I'm a fool. That's an 8.
Okay. What's everybody's panic at?
Currently 2.
Okay.
My max is 4.
Okay.
So I'm halfway to my max.
I'm at
What
2,
happens-
but my max
What
is
happens
7.
when you
so
are
I'm actually
max panic?
When you get to max panic, I briefly take control of your character, and then you take a scar.
Oh boy. Great.
So just let me know if you get to max panic.
And then you die.
It's casual. Okay, so you just take a panic, but you are able to hold your ground as the bear turns, snarls, and starts it slows down a little bit and starts making its way over to you. Now, at this point, you still haven't gotten the bear all the way to the camp yet. And guys, these people, they're not as the night has worn on, they've become progressively less coherent. Their words have been getting weirdly slurred. They've been toppling around a little bit. So you have to get the bear all the way to them in order for them to notice it.
Yeah, I'm planning on running right through their camp. Is what's gonna happen.
Amazing. Okay, so everybody, Daisy, are you sticking in your hole?
Can we steal a food truck?
Wrong game.
No, I'm gonna have to. As soon as it's been a sizable amount of time, and I realize he's chased Checkers and he's run off, I'll probably pop out of the hole.
Amazing. So it comes over to where you said you wanted to roll to speak plainly to try to get it to bite you.
No. I just distract him.
Okay, go ahead and
give him off of Checkers and come towards me.
So as he comes towards you, what do you do?
I'm gonna ace in the hole, squirm right away.
Okay. Describe that move to me.
So ace in the hole. When you negotiate tight spaces, roll plus shrewd. On 10+, you lose any pursuers. On a 7 to 9, you gain a lead on your pursuers.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, that's a 12, and I have +2 shrewd. Double
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both get a lead, and you escape them?
So yeah, I lose them.
Yeah, amazing. So you manage, so the bear comes over to you, you dive under and start burrowing, and you pop up behind it at Checkers' burrow. And it's it sticks its nose in the hole and starts to kind of paw at it, but it's not really a digger. And then it stands up and just looks around. Who is nearby?
I think me. I'm the only one who's not in a hole at the moment. I'm still out of the hole. I think I run really quickly and then I turn back to make sure that it's still chasing me, and it seems to be preoccupied with the holes, and I want to get its attention again. Be like, hey ugly, get a taste of this. Yeah.
It looks over at you. You're trying to lure it away from the hole. I think that would be a... You know what? No, you don't even need to roll for that. It runs towards you. Roll to resist panic again.
Oh no, that's a 4.
Okay, so you can resist, or you can... you can't resist because you failed. You can describe to me how you cower, hesitate, or flee. But you would flee not in the pattern that you are supposed to. Or the bear catches you.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
You let the bear catch you and just see what happens.
I'm gonna talk to this bear. I'm gonna talk to this bear, and like I'm gonna be like, wait, there's a whole reason we did this. There's people and they're coming and they're hunting and they're much bigger and much tastier than we are.
The bear definitely picks you up in its mouth. It leans down. It has a big mouth, and
I'm sorry.
Can I-
Big and ugly. I just need you to follow me.
you need to
Can
roll to
I-
resist panic again, man,
Oh,
dude.
God. Ah.
Can I like help us some way? Can I run
Yeah,
past and
yeah.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
I'm gonna try to run and like
That's
just
another
kind
fail.
of get
That's
underfoot.
another fail to resist
Okay.
Kind
panic.
of. Kind of like
Alright,
run
we'll get
at
to that
its
in a
feet for a second.
You run
Oh,
at it.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying I've failed to resist panic 2 consecutive times.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no, please. Please
No.
continue.
Okay.
So we'll get to that in a second. The bear
Yes.
will drop you if Chester runs over. What are you doing, Chester?
Checkers.
Checkers. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm gonna run over and try to like for a moment. I'm gonna try to run around at its feet to just throw it off guard, and then I'm gonna run toward the camp.
Amazing. So go ahead and give me a bolt roll.
Yes. Cool. Snake eyes.
Oh,
Woo!
Cool.
We're all gonna
I
get
guess
beat.
three-
This is how
three
this
with
session's
plus
gonna
one.
end.
Daisy
Okay.
did step out of the hole when given the option to, so I think Daisy is also running in this direction at this time.
we're all heading.
Okay,
towards
so
the camp.
I have to ask, did you reach your max panic?
Me? Yes.
Okay.
I am
So-
now at my max panic.
Yeah, so basically what happens is when you get to your max panic, your fight, flight, or fright kicks in. So I think based on your character, your flight would kick in. That
Yeah.
seems like probably
That's me.
yeah. So you also rabbits let out a very intense cry, like that's also in the text. So you let out, this is a sound unlike anything the other 3 of you have ever heard, like come from another rabbit. This sound it's this crooning cry that echoes through the entire forest, and then you just take off bolting, and you bolt toward where you think the burrow is, but you don't totally know if that's it. And for a little while, and then once you do that for a little bit, you'll take a scar. But let's follow back to where Checkers just failed their bolt roll. Yeah. So basically, as you're running, the bear just like swats you with its paw, and you go flying and slam into a tree. Go ahead and give me a resist panic roll.
That's 7.
Okay, amazing. So you succeed, but you take +1, but you take 1 panic for that.
Yeah. Alright, I'm
Okay.
at 2.
So the other 2 of you guys still have an opportunity to do something. The bear, it did see and is like looking in the direction of where Blinky went and starts to sort of run after Blinky. Another thing is that you guys all know that when the fight or flight mechanism takes place, anything that the bear tries to do to Blinky will succeed.
Yeah.
There will not be any opportunity for Blinky to resist anything. If
I'm
the
gonna
bear
have to
tries,
bolt after the bear, after Blinky, then try to catch back up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm right there because I was by Checkers, so I'm gonna take over Blinky's flight path.
okay, awesome.
Like take that baton and be like, "Hey, big dumb ugly, come get me."
Yeah, I think that would be. I'd say I do a speak plainly for that to get the bear to
Okay.
not go for the easy target.
Good at that. I'm good at that. Oh! I am good at that. That's an 8.
Okay, awesome. So I'm just gonna say, I mean, normally the bear would ask for something in return. The bear wants to eat you.
Yeah, that's what I'm offering.
Yeah, I'd say that that's really like a pretty decent, exchange there. So the bear does turn and start running towards you. Just as you catch up, Daisy, the bear veers off to the side. Blinky, you're just like darting wildly back and forth between the trees. Do you want to sort of give me a description of what that looks like?
Yeah, so Blinky, this is the fastest that Blinky has ever run in Blinky's life, and it's sort of this brown blur is what you see, and you see like darting from closure to cover to cover, and just constantly screaming the entire way.
Baby. And I do think at one point you actually do dart through the camp, like just like blindly, and they don't understand what's happening. They're just like, whoa, what's that? That's weird. What's going on? And they start to like reach for their thingies, their sharp stick things, but like you're just going so fast that they don't do anything. So okay, let's jump back. Checkers, you have just slumped against a tree. Daisy, you are changing course to follow the bear again. We lost you.
Oh.
Is the course that the spot is now taking the bear on, is that towards the people, or is that not in the right direction? It is in the right direction?
It's a much straighter shot. I mean, Blinky eventually ran through there, but Blinky's going like bouncing
so
like a
Spot
pinball.
sounds like, I think Spot might have this under control. Is there anything I can do about Blinky? Well, Blinky really sped off. I don't know if I can catch Blinky. I guess I could just check in on Checkers. How you doing back there?
What's good?
All right, Spot, go ahead and give me a bolt roll.
Who's rolling?
Spot, go ahead and give me a bolt roll.
Yeah, great. Hey! That's an 8.
Amazing. So, all right, let me see. What that means is you successfully bolt, but you have to choose one. You don't end up exactly where you intended. It takes more out of you than you would have thought. Take +1 forward. Or take -1 forward.
Okay,
or
that makes
it is
sense.
closer than you care for. Take a panic.
Ooh, I super don't want that one panic, and I super want to end up where I intended, so I'll take that -1 forward.
Okay, so as you are pulling, you dart towards the camp, and you actually, at this time, Blinky, you pinball back through it again, and at that moment, the swarm arrives.
I forgot there was a second part of this plan!
And the humans are like, what is going on? And they're swatting and just like, I mean, obviously, like, it's a bunch of bees, so they're not like killing them, but they are like, the bees aren't killing them, but they're like they're swatting the bees away pretty easily, but they all do start to disperse from the camp as you're running towards it. Now, they're starting to disperse. You guys, I'm gonna need one more big action to bring this home.
Do we want to do a collective speak plainly while we all squeal our little hearts out?
Oh, I was gonna go for the mating action again.
Yes! Buddy Orchard Part 2!
Victory!
Close credit.
Diving into the nearest hole I could see. That's
I'm gonna say, so your panic, your flight ends, but you take the scar. I'm so sorry.
And I can never run again.
You can't run anymore.
No!
It's my best feature.
Blinky!
Oh.
So you take the scar and you land in above where they have barricaded the top of the burrow to keep the other bunnies safe.
Oh no, let me in!
And at that moment, the bear and you guys crash into the entrance. The bear and spot crash through the trees, and the bear is roaring. And the humans turn and draw their weapons, but they're like, and they start a fight, but you guys are still like right there. So I think, how do you guys avoid getting into this fight? I guess the other two of you could potentially not even, Checkers and Daisy, you could potentially just avoid the whole thing. But the other two of you guys are right there.
Sneak time.
I guess that's the move that I have left.
Checkers, you've got a nice level head on you. I say when we get back to the burrow, we make some signs.
Maybe
I agree with that.
Find another way into the main burrow.
I rolled a
Or
7.
found another.
Bye, bitch.
Rolled a 7,
That's what I'm gonna
Snake.
do.
Wait, what are you doing? One of you is digging and one of you
I'm digging, and
Okay.
he's sneaking.
Okay, cool. So what was the sneak roll?
That was a 7, so my little fuckhead's diving behind cover. Are we allowed to I'm so sorry, Rose. I should have asked you this at the beginning of the game before I made R-rated the whole time.
You should hear Rose in
Great.
the raccoon game.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's dark.
Then my little fuckhead is undercover, behind cover.
Yeah, you jump into the bushes, and go ahead and give me your dig roll.
Okay, that is a 7.
Okay, cool. So choose one. You can only dig enough space to squeeze yourself into. Your excavation is unstable and temporary at best. You take significant.
We're going unstable and temporary. It is we're not making a pretty hole.
Yeah. Okay. So as you dig this hole, as Daisy and Checkers, you're approaching the outskirts. You watch as Blinky starts to dig a new hole and ends up collapsing the ground, because you dig right above a tunnel in the burrow, and it just, parts of the burrow start to collapse.
Oh no!
What does everybody do?
I hope
We
that's not an
evacuated the burrow,
escape
though,
route.
right? That was
Yeah,
part of
everybody's
the plan.
gone.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that gives me an
Meanwhile,
idea.
clashing of swords and claws. The bear is really putting up a fight, and so are the humans. Right, blood is splattering everywhere.
What Blinky did gives me an idea, and I feel like because I probably know the tunnels really well, so
I'm gonna follow
About
the escape
Checkers'
route.
lead because I trust Checkers, according to the beginning of the game.
suit yourself.
It's true.
I'm gonna try to, if there's a tunnel near where like the bear is, or maybe like a step behind where it is, I'm gonna try to burrow there with the goal of like kind of collapsing the ground so it falls a bit into the hole, and
Okay,
makes it
so
harder
you're
to
trying
fight.
to make them. So you're trying to make them like more distracted, so you guys can easily get back into the burrow and get away. Basically.
Yeah, I guess that would also be a result of that. I was also thinking to get, like, to basically help the humans beat the bear, because then the humans will leave.
Go ahead and dig. You got
Okay.
it, dig.
And I'm gonna help him dig, and I think I get a +1
go
on this
for it.
help, thanks to a certain orgy. Boy, this is my new favorite RPG system. I got a 4 and a 6. You
Woo,
can see my
that's an
amazing
old.
Rocco's Modern Life pajama pants. Yes,
Very
so
nice.
that is plus strong, so that's gonna be a -1, so that becomes a
But
9.
a +1.
Oh, and
it'll
a
be a
+1
+1.
because of the help.
Plus
so
one to
it is
my
10.
strong.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, I rolled a 6 on the die, and I have a -1 to strong, so I'm still at 6.
Ooh.
Okay, so dum. So basically, in that moment, a clatter of arrows starts to fall, like come from somewhere. One of the humans must be shooting them, and they sort of like pin around you, and you are surrounded by like all of this debris and, rocks that have fallen and things like that. So you're trapped.
Oh, I'm trapped. Like I can't get out.
But you're not tied to that fate from that one because you rolled high enough. So you're outside of the trap, but he is now trapped in some falling rubble and arrows and stuff like that.
I'll come help. I'll leave my sneaky hiding spot. Here I come to do the thing I'm worst at.
So you try to move the rocks?
I'm trying to do it. Is this a dig? I assume this is
Yeah.
wrong. Whatever it is, I'm bad at.
There's this other move called Innovate, so if you can think of a way to do it.
I rolled already. I'll take it. That's an 8.
All right, cool. So yeah,
Anything would be great. I'll use it next time.
You can either dig enough space to squeeze yourself into. Your excavation is unstable and temporary at best. You take significantly longer than expected.
I will. Unstable and temporary. Move fast. Yeah. Move fast, my friend.
I think then doing that, I'm gonna make you, Daisy. You're near there, right?
Yeah, I'm wherever Checkers is.
Yeah. So Checkers, Daisy, and Spot, go ahead and make bolt rolls to get over to like where in the burrow where our boy Blinky is, so that you guys can be safely in the cover.
That's Snake Eyes. No bolting today.
An 8.
Woof. Oh my god.
What did you get, Spot?
Oof. 6.
Okay, so
Daisy, here we go, down with this ship.
You manage. You can choose.
Is it too late to help?
I don't think.
We mate in the hole and then help each other out.
You don't have time.
We're gonna mate our way out.
No.
I think. Well, one of
The
you
only
can't
mechanic
really
that
help,
matters.
right?
I guess we're already doing stuff.
You could help. You could help. You couldn't help Daisy because Daisy rolled so bad. But you could help. You could help Spot.
That's true.
I would
go
need
6
two
to
people
7.
to help though. I can. Oh, yeah, I did get a 6.
Okay, I'll try to help Spot.
Remember to add a +1.
Yes.
As things are falling apart, I will yell out, "I've lived a long life! Help poor old Spot!"
I got an 8.
Yeah, that
So you
succeeds,
get
and you're
+1.
safe. So both of you guys, and this makes sense because both of you guys have to choose one of the consequences from Bolt, which were, where is it? I lost it. Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't. Oh fuck! I'm gonna out myself here. I did not use my -1. I had a -1 from the last time I rolled it really badly.
That's right, you did have a -1 forward.
Which meant I took a
would've
5 on that roll, which means I'm at a 6 right now with the help.
Oh no.
I'm so had to be honest. I don't know.
Well,
Thank you for being
Almost
honest. I
back
appreciate
together.
it. So you're stuck behind. Unless somebody else wants to help you too.
Help Spot or don't. That's okay.
I can try. I mean, I
Yeah, like,
burrowed
reach
my
out
way
a
into
paw.
this thing.
Reach out a
Yeah.
paw.
I'll reach out and try and pull Spot in. Let's give it a try. I'll try and help out here.
Thanks.
Let's see. That is a 7.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna say, do you want to take that you don't end up exactly where intended?
No.
So you gotta pick. Both of you have to pick. I'm sorry, Spot and Checkers. You have to pick one of the
I'll
three.
go ahead and take that one panic now. We're getting close, but I might be able to handle it.
I
Can
am
you
also going to
more
take.
panic?
Yeah, I'm going to take the panic as well, so I'll be at 3 now.
Yeah, I'm at
No.
3.
You're fine. Hey, Daisy, you don't have to take anything because you just failed.
Oh,
Just
great.
Checkers, because Checkers
Great.
also has.
Nothing bad happens to me. I failed.
Yeah, I take the panic as well.
Okay, awesome. So the three of you guys are in the cover of the crumbling burrow. It is crumbling like to the point that, like, if you guys don't go in the other direction soon, you're not going to be able to at all. And Daisy is out there. Swords are flying. What do you do?
Daisy.
We can't leave Daisy
Daisy.
behind.
Let me look at
Nobody
my
else.
actions here.
Okay, I'm glad you're okay.
So, doesn't look like Daisy can birth a litter right now. I mean, how safe do they all look? Does it look like they did it? Like things are going good for them, or is it?
It
look
looks
they've still
like
got...
they'll be safe if they turn around and keep running. But
God. All right. I will choose the retire special move. Because that is the only way to ensure that they do not turn around. If it looks like the only way they'll live is if they keep running, I can't let them risk themselves.
Do you want- I don't think there's another way. Oh, there's a big fight going on. I can't think of another way that they could get out of there.
I don't think so. I think that this might be it for poor old Daisy.
That music changed.
So,
Bust out the Sarah McLachlan.
as the burrow is falling apart and the battle is raging on, Daisy thinks back to the burrows before this one. At first there was a small burrow, medium burrow, always given up with the hopes of finding the perfect burrow, the right warren to live amongst. And Big Burrow was worth it. And stepping outside of his comfort zone to make this happen, and to see these young rabbits fight on, run to live another day, it reminds him of him running to live another day, and all the old burrows are under attack. Their futures, he can only hope, will be filled with just as much satisfaction as his own old life has been. Seeing the rabbits prosper, woodlands of Tall Tree Wood.
And with that, you guys watch as Daisy turns as if to move towards you, but the burrow collapses beneath her as a rain of arrows fall around and rubble and things that it's bigger than what fell on you, Checkers. Like this massive chunk of the side of the tree just crashes down on the spot where Daisy was. And as the three of you watch the fire burn to coals, the fight, the bear falling to its knees in this fight that has climaxed, but the humans have defeated the bear. The area will be even safer when they're gone. You know that Daisy would have wanted you to run.
Take a moment to shed a rabbit tear. I don't know if rabbits cry, but just and try to think on Daisy's wisdom, and then I say to the group, "We gotta go, guys." That's what he would have wanted.
I'll never forget our orgy.
And the three of you guys... Oh, go ahead. Did you want to say something?
I just want to say thanks. Back at the cave, I was a little unsure when you took off and left me there in front of the cave, but I knew you had it in you, Daisy. I knew that the big brave rabbit was in there.
And the three of you guys run off into the burrow. The next morning, the villagers come back to the scene of the spot. The adventurers have packed up and gone, but the place is wrecked. They start picking through the rubble, the fallen branches. They don't find the burrow because it's been covered by the carnage. but they do find a little bit of rabbit fur. And they're like, well, that was unexpected. How did this happen? The bear wouldn't just come out. They start to try to theorize like why this would have even happened, and then they turn around and they say, this isn't a place we wanna build a new house. And they walk off into the woods. And that is where we'll end our game. Oh, guys, thank you so much. That was amazing. What a lovely game.
That was so much fun. Yeah,
I was not expecting that ending. Although when you
expecting
built an old rabbit, I was kind of like, that could happen. But it was amazing. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us tonight. But always remember, no matter what kinds of roadblocks or fallen trees or random adventurers with axes and swords or grizzly bears the world might throw at you, keep rolling the dice.